Good day! I'm Bianca Mirelos de Asis, together with my group, Rachel Anne-Marie Dator, Darimple Bernardo, Aprilyn Fabian, and Carl Aaron Sambale, here to present our marketing research project for Entrepreneur in Tourism Hospitality. Starting off with our Chapter 1 that comprises of the introduction and the background for our studies. The researchers has chosen Bear Brand as its product of choice, which is categorized within the dairy industry. Based on Bulatao 2018, the dairy business in the Philippines is divided into two separate sectors. The first is the milk powder-based sector, which imports, reprocesses, and repackages milk and milk products. The other is the liquid milk industry, which include both imported UHT milk and domestically produced fresh milk. As of today, the Bear brand is among top of the dairy product brand in the Philippines. According to Sachitanad 2020, two dairy companies, one locally owned and one owned by a multinational but both building out distinctly Filipino identity, have searched up this year's top 100 brands in the country at a time when customers are holding back or curtailing their purchases. While Alaska Milk, a nearly 5-decade-old dairy brand, has risen 45 places in the country's rankings from the 97th to the 52nd, the Nestle-owned Bear brand has risen from 51 first to the 22nd. As a result, the researchers believe that this issue is a worthwhile examining and have picked the Bear brand as its major focus. And given that everyone is familiar with this particular brand and had consumed and tasted their products, we would anticipate that our research would go smoothly and efficiently. Moving on to our scope and limitation of the study, the sources of data. In this study, two methods of data collection were used, the primary data and the secondary data. The major data came from surveys, while the secondary data came from the internet, books, and prior research. Methods of data collection and analysis. The purpose of this research is to determine consumer demand for the proposed product in the province of Bay Laguna. The data collection will also respectively take place in Bay Laguna, with a total of 100 respondents, ranging in age from 15 and above. The same set of questionnaires will be supplied to the respondents, and information acquired will be reviewed and evaluated, with the results assisting in determining the product's marketing elements. Time frame. The study was conducted within the first semester of school year 2021 to 2022. Constraint encountered. Because of the risk of walking outside during the ongoing COVID-19 epidemic, the researchers are having difficulty gathering information. Rather than employing a paper-based strategy, the researchers elected to send survey questionnaires to the respondents through email and Google Forms. However, additional concerns such as respondents not receiving and responding to survey on time owing to busy schedules, forgetting to look, no internet connections, and so on. The researchers are eager about finishing our research and will certainly discover a means to make things simpler for them. For our research design, for this study is a descriptive type of research design. According to McCombes, descriptive research is an appropriate choice when the research aim is to identify characteristics, frequencies, trends, and categories. The sampling design and techniques. The researchers used Slovin's formula to know the exact number of respondents, as you can see that resulted into having a sample size of 100 participants or respondents for the study. Using social media platforms, to distribute the survey questionnaires to limit the risk of going outside due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The subject or target population. The subjects of the UAI are both men and women with 100 population samplings within the age of 15 and above who drinks beer brand. The research instrument for our study, the researchers used survey questionnaires to gather data. Validation of the instruments. The data processing method. The research information was gathered through a conducted survey with 100 respondents using UAI questionnaires. It helped the researchers to identify the character and perspective of the prospect respondents. As for the statistical treatment of data, the gathered information was tabulated and the researchers analyzed the information provided by the respondents, and by doing this, the researchers can finally know the preferences of the consumers. Market size. The actual market size of the dairy industry in the Philippines is valued at 138,828,855.50 pesos. Our target market comprises of not varied between socioeconomic classes, age of children from 7 to 17 years old, adult from 18 to 50 years old, gender, male and female, occupation, any. Next is the strategies, program, and program objectives. The world's leading FMCG company is using different strategies in different markets. It uses demographic, geographic, and behavioral segmentation strategies to cater to the changing needs of the most competitive industry. Differentiated targeting strategy is what helping the company in targeting the homogeneous set of customers. An example, customers with similar needs with their bundle of products. It uses a mix of value-based and product-based positioning strategies depending upon the kind of product they are branding and the market in which it is selling the products. Next is our Chapter 2, which includes the external analysis for our research. Industry definition. Beer brand was first introduced in the Philippines under the name Marca Oso in 1906 as a sterilized milk. In 1976, evaporated milk was the leading milk variant at that time because of its long shelf life. However, this was countered by Bear Brand when they introduced their BB powdered milk drink, which was more convenient since it was not susceptible to spoilage or leftover from a can. Industry segmentation. In 2008, Bourbon saw a need for a product that could help combat milk satiation in children, thus introduced Bourbon Choco BB Choco milk drink. In 2014, BB Choco was marketed towards cold consumption and was bundled with a summer ice shaker along every 800-gram variant to help reinforce the idea. However, through market research, Nestle learned that mothers were skeptical towards BB Choco because it was perceived as unhealthy when compared to Bear Brand powder milk drink. With this in mind, Nestle relaunched BB Choco to BB Choco milk drink in 2016 to highlight its nutritional value as equivalent to Bear Brand powder milk drink. This marked the start of its current Katumbas campaign, addressing the kids' satiation towards milk and mom's worry on its nutritional value. In 2017, Nestle also launched a new variant called Bear Brand Real Strawberry BB Real Strawberry Powdered Milk Drink. On 2018, Nestle planned on relaunching BB Choco and BB Real Strawberry together for the first time under the name BB Flavors. For the past century, Bear Brand has proven itself in providing quality milk drinks for the Filipinos. Industry size and growth. Total sales of CHF 65.5 billion up to 1.0%. 3.3% organic growth, 2.5 real internal growth, 0.8% pricing. For the full year of 2016, we expect organic growth of around 3.5%. Improvements in margins and underlying earnings per share in constant currencies and increase in capital efficiency. Bear Brand seasonality. The peak sales and usage of Nestle Bear Brand is in the months of August, September, and October. As shown in the graph, the findings shows that the month of August, September, and October garnered the highest score of 8.5%, each followed by October and November with 7.9%, and July and December with 6.2%, May with 5.9%, April with 4.4%, March with 1%, and the months of January and February with 0%. The stages in the product life cycle. As the product moves through different stages of its life cycle, the sales volume and profitability change from stage to stage, as shown in the figure. The consumer analysis. Target market, family. Age, children from 7 to 17 years old, adult from 18 to 60 plus. Gender, male and female. Occupation, any. Identifying target market, average consumers, below average consumers that doesn't have permanent source of income. EXG or HYP, existing product, personality, flexible and affordable. And for our chapter 3, that identifies the key success factors of Bear Brand. The following are the prominent factors that could lead the industry towards its resources. We focus our energy and resources where unlocking the power of food can make the greatest difference to the life of the people and pets, protect and enhance the environment, and generate significant value for our shareholders and other stakeholders alike. This is why we apply our expertise in nutrition, health, and wellness, developed over more than 150 years to help people, families, and pets live happier, healthier lives. Meet the needs of modern consumer with healthy, delicious, convenient products for conscious, time-constrained lifestyles. Bring affordable, safe, and high-quality nutrition everywhere to everyone, regardless of their income level. Bring distinctive premium innovations to market fueled by creative exploration, consumer insights, pioneering nutrition science, and culinary excellence. Advance our sustainability agenda to enhance the health of the planet, drive societal progress, and support a sustainable food system, particularly in terms of packaging and delivering our products in ways that are safe and protect the environment, offering more plant-based food and beverage options to enable us to be the consumer's preferred choice as they diversify their diets. Ensuring sustained mid-single-digit organic sales growth, our success is built on maintaining a diversified portfolio, both in terms of geography and category. Our ability to adapt to changing environments and to nourish our high-quality global, regional, and local brands contributes to long-term financial performance. Our objective is to achieve a sustained mid-single-digit organic sales growth through a combination of rapid innovation, portfolio management, and market share gains.
My name is Aprilin N. Pabilian. Let's proceed in Chapter 4, the internal analysis. This chapter describes the Bear Brand internal situation. Company background of Bear Brand. The oldest milk brand of Nestle in the Philippines has been nurturing the health of generation of Filipinos for over 100 years. It was produced by the Bernese Alp Milk Company, established in 1892 by the famed hotelier Cesar Ritz with master cook Auguste Escopier on a vast tract of land brought from the Bon May family. Vision. The company vision is to be a leading, competitive, nutrition, health, and wellness company delivering improved shareholder value by being a preferred corporate citizen, preferred employer, and preferred supplier selling preferred products. Core values. The core values are full legal compliance, honesty, fair dealings, integrity, and respect. It is not a wonder that Nestle has managed to cultivate positive practices among all its staffers in all corners of the globe. This guiding principle encouraged doing things right while adhering to the approved processes. It also emphasized on the presence of proper interrelationship between different parties as well. This is the variant name and price of the Bear Brand products. Fortified powdered milk drink, 280 pesos. Fortified choco milk drink, 319 pesos. Real strawberry milk drink, 320 pesos. Adult plus, 389 pesos. Adult plus choco, 219 pesos. Busog-lusog milky yummy, 215 pesos. Sterilized, 166 pesos. Sterilized with ginkgo biloba, 180 pesos. Sterilized with ginseng, 220 pesos. Yogo green apple, 315 pesos. Yogo mango, 315 pesos. And Yogo strawberry, 315 pesos. Distribution network. The Bear Brand is a mass market brand which target both urban and rural areas nationally. Bear Brand has been prominently available in drugstore, supermarket, convenience store, sari-sari store, and online stores such as Lazada and Shopee. The current target market, aged between 18 to 50 years old, sect with Class B, C1, C2, and D. Gender, with female and male. Education, senior high school, college, employed, self-employed, and housewives. The income is 6,000 and below. Current sale performance. Organic growth reached 7.6% with real internal growth of 6.0% and pricing of 1.6%. Total reported sale increased by 2.2% to 63.3 billion. Foreign exchange reduced sales by 2.0%. Net divestitures reduced sales by 3.3%. Continued progress in portfolio management. On August 9, 2021, Nestle completed the acquisition of the core brands of the Bountiful Company. Full-year guidance for 2021 updated. We expect full-year organic sales growth between 6% and 7%. The underlying trading operating profit margin is expected around 17.5%, reflecting initial time delays between input cost inflation and pricing, as well as the one-off integration costs related to the acquisition of the Bountiful Company's core brands. Next is Chapter 5, Competitive Analysis. Industry Participant. The following companies are the direct competitors of Bear Brand and their current marketing campaign. The first competitor is Alaska Powdered Milk. Alaska Powdered Milk is the first flavor that entered in the market 4 years after Bear Brand's Choco release, which makes it the first and main competitor of Bear Brand in the Philippines up to this day. Similar to Bear Brand, Alaska Powdered Milk drink that promises health and nutritional benefits such as vitamins and minerals found in their original powdered milk. However, it emphasizes growth, energy, and mental alertness as opposed to Bear Brand's Tibay. Currently, Alaska powdered milk drink is available in different pack sizes such as 800 grams, 300 grams, 80 grams, and 25 grams. The second competitor is Anchor powdered milk. Anchor introduced family milk in the Philippines to gain market share in developing countries. Compared to Bear Brand flavors, Anchor is positioned as family drink that is enriched with vitamins A and D, protein, and high quantity of calcium, which fulfills the daily required nutrition for growing children and adults. Currently, Anchor is available in two pack sizes in the market, 700 grams and 150 grams. The third competitor is Nido. Nestle introduced Nido, which became a new competitor for Bear Brand. Although its main target market belonged to the higher socioeconomic classes, Nido is deemed as an aspirational product by Bear Brand flavors target market. Nido contains high level of calcium, protein, and zinc, which are essential nutrients that help kids grow taller and stronger. It is also fortified with vitamins and minerals that support the 10 signs of good nutrition appropriate height and weight, strong bones, healthy skin, good vision, muscle development, and being active and alert that are certified by the Nutritionist Deficiency Association of the Philippines Foundation. Comparative brand performance. Alaska got 40% market share percentage. Nido got 35% market share percentage. Anchor got 25% market share percentage. So let's proceed to the chapter 6, SWOT analysis. The strength. Bear Brand spearheaded the past value growth of powdered milk in 2017 with 35.94% market share. Bear Brand has the most contribution to Nestle Philippines Incorporated total value sales in 2017. In 2017, Bear Brand ranked in the 70th in the Kantar World's Panel Brand Footprint Study, the only powdered milk drink to enter into the top 10. Most milk products are positioned to boost energy while Bear Brand is positioned to provide tibay. Bear Brand has stood the test of time and mastered the manufacturing and development of milk. Bear Brand flavor was reformulated to have the same tibay as PMD. Next is weaknesses. The official Nestle website, both local and global, failed to include Bear Brand flavor in their product list, as well as the available SKUs and SRPs. Bear Brand Real Strawberry is hard to find in store, especially in convenience store and sari-sari store. Nestle is a traditional conservative company, which hinders them from taking risks in producing unconventional advertisement. Nestle prioritized media rollout at the expense of production costs of advertisement. Compared to its main competitor, Alaska, Bear Brand flavor has none to limited exposure when it comes to events and activation. The pride of Bear Brand flavor is not the cheapest in the market, which is vital in price-sensitive customer base such as the Philippines. Next is the opportunities. Powdered milk is the most consumed form in the Philippines, which result to its high growth. In 2017, Euromonitor reported that sari-sari stores are the main distribution channel for milk products with a value share of 47% with supermarkets ranking second at 37%. DepEd promotes and recommends the sale of milk drinks in public school canteens nationwide. The recently approved Senate Bill 1592, also known as Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Train, does not include milk drinks in the list of sugar-sweetened beverage to have an increase in excise tax, thus lessening the threat of substitutes. There is a growing desire among the target market to start making the healthier food choices. And lastly, the threats. In 2017, Euromonitor reported the substantial growth of ready-to-drink consumption because of its promise for convenience. Dairy is the third most important agricultural product in the Philippines, thus increasing the threat of new entrants in the market. Because of high consumer demand, dairy companies are forced to maintain its low prices and provide discount to attract price-conscious consumers. Despite ranking oat in the milk industry, RFM Corp had a 9% and 8% increase in value sales for 2016 and 2017, respectively, making it the fastest and growing company today. Consumers believe that fresh milk is superior to powdered milk. Filipinos are wary of beer brand real strawberry because of a preconceived perception that strawberry is a sour, which is not preferred by kids.
My name is Carly Ronzambale, and let's proceed to Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Marketing Objectives. This chapter identifies the marketing objectives set by the researcher. Through the proposed marketing plan, Bear Brand aspires to achieve the following operational objectives. Marketing Objectives. To increase the sales volume by in 2022. Number 1. To increase the awareness of the target market by 3%. Number 2. To increase penetration by 1.5%. And number 3, maintain the loyalty. Gross profit objectives is to acquire the 1 million in the year of 2022. And market share objectives to acquire market share by 2.0% for the year end 2022. Chapter 8. Marketing Strategies. This chapter presents the proposed strategies of the researchers. Core strategies. Target market, family. Age, children from 7 to 17 years old, adult from 18 to 60 plus. Gender, male and female. Occupation, any. Identifying target market, average consumers below average consumers that doesn't have permanent source of income. EXG and HYP existing product. Personality, flexible, and affordable. Proposed strategies. Number 1. Consumer health and well-being. Action plan. Number 1. Bear Brand Laki sa Gatas. LSG Campaign 2006. The Laki sa Gatas Advocacy Campaign was created in 2006. Bear Brand travels to hundreds of public elementary schools around the country to educate the children, parents, and the teachers on the necessity of drinking milk in maintaining adequate nutrition. Positioning. For adults aged 18 to 50, Bear Brand provide health benefits and the nutrition that help you stay productive at work and energetic. The amount of mineral content, fat, and vitamins in Bear Brand milk will affect the immune system. Result. Bear Brand leveraged its effort to nourish Filipino families when it first started its Laki sa Gatas campaign in 2006, benefiting over 4 million children, 3 million parents, and 168,000 teachers. Bear Brand used this campaign to raise awareness about micronutrient deficiency. One of the country's key public health challenges. Action plan. Number 2. Bear Brand Laki sa Tibay campaign 2006 present. The Laki sa Gatas campaign of Bear Brand has been relaunched to Laki sa Tibay. Bear Brand powdered milk drink. Notice that in the face of any tragedy, Filipinos' perseverance and strength, which are the consequence of years of nurturing at home, have emerged. The Laki sa Gatas campaign was created with the hopes of assisting in the development of stronger Filipinos. Objectives will continue to raise public awareness about micronutrient deficiency and ensure that Filipino families obtain adequate vitamins to go through their daily routines by drinking milk regularly. Also to encourage Filipinos to be matibay and to assist each and every family member in obtaining the tibay they require to face whatever life throws at them, so that they can have the physical power to match their mental strength. Result. Bear Brand have visited over 17,880 public elementary schools in the Philippines. After more than 10 years of implementation, reaching out to more than 3.4 million parents, 4.7 million children, and around 240,000 teachers. Action Plan: Bear Brand Come Back Stronger Campaign 2021. The goal of the campaign was to raise awareness for Bear Brand, a sterilized milk drink, while also delivering the brand message to remind customers to follow stringent health guidelines and drink Bear Brand at the beginning and of their day. Objective: it's never simple to adjust new routines and habits. Bear Brand wants to a part of this new routine to assist Indonesians be prepared and flourish in the new normal as individuals gradually resume their routines throughout the transition phase. Bear Brand also intended to convey positivism in the community to unite and confront the COVID-19 virus together. Results: viewability for the Bear Brand Come Back Stronger campaign was 91.26%. The campaign was well received by consumers with an 88.07% video completion rate and a 17.44% engage rate, industry benchmark of 1%. The campaign was also successful in keeping Indonesians positive, since the majority of the advertisements were served with good feelings. Accomplishing the brand's aims. Strategy number 2, expansion of target market. Action plan number 1, Bear Brand television campaign, #Alden Main for Adult Plus 2015 present. Bear Brand choose collaborate with Aldab, the successful television and music duo that publicized their romance and courting through songs and a variety program. Much to the joy of millions of Filipinos, it's especially popular among the brand's target demographic of young, working people. Results: Bear Brand Adult Plus profile was greatly increased as a result of the promotion. It received over 5.2 million impressions for a single tweet and had the engagement rating of 8.3% thanks to its sponsored trend. It received around 9.1 million hashtag impressions as well.
So let's proceed to the chapter 9, which is the marketing program, the schedule, and the action plan. This chapter explains the marketing program and action plans proposed by the researchers. The first strategy is the consumer health and well-being. Action plan number 1, the Bear Brand Laki sa Gatas, or the LSG campaign on 2006. This is on June to September. The objective of this action plan is the proper nutrition is critical to the growth of the country. A healthy population equals a healthy nation. Bear Brand started the campaign with the goal of nourishing Filipino families and raising awareness about micronutrient insufficiency, which is a serious public health problem in our nation. The second action plan is the Bear Brand Comeback Stronger campaign on 2021. This is on August to November. The objective of this action plan is it's never simple to adjust to new routines and habits. Bear Brand wants to be a part of this new routine to assist Indonesians to be prepared and flourish in the new normal as individuals gradually resume their routines throughout the transition phase. Bear Brand also intended to convey positivism in the community to unite and confront the COVID-19 virus together, since the epidemic was depressing general morale. And the second strategy is the expansion of target market or the market penetration. This is the action plan that Bear Brand television campaign, which is the #Alden Main for Adult Plus. This is on July to December. The objective of this action plan is, while milk is a crucial source of calcium and other minerals, persuading people in the Philippines to drink it has proven to be tough. When it comes to powder milk, the task gets much more difficult. Adult Plus is a high-calcium powdered milk product produced by Bear Brand, which is owned by Nestle. Knowing how difficult it is to attract working adults to drink milk, the brand set out to find a method to make the product more appealing to its target market and improve sales. The marketing budget. Nestle, the world's leader in growing up milk industry, plans to launch 3 formulas under the new Bear brand Advanced Protections system with aims to gain the shares of premium powder milk segment with continuous growth of around 22% by highlighting on Lactobacillus protectosism healthy bacteria for immunity enhancement for children between 1 to 6 years old. The company will utilize integrated marketing communication strategies to educate the consumers during the launch period. It's confident that it would be able to generate sales of 2,600 million baht during the first year launch and increase Nestle total market share to 52% to reiterate its leadership in the growing up milk market. So this is the chapter 10. I will show you the table 6, which is the JNTT activity chart. Let's proceed to the chapter 11, which is the monitoring and control. This includes the activity, detailed and direction, and the control. The strategy number 1 is the informative advertisement. The brand manager must see to it that all radio commercials, magazine advertisement campaign will hit the target market and to make sure that the ad campaign message is effective to meet the company's sales profit objective. Marketing staff must report the concerns and progress of magazine and radio commercials directly to the product manager. The strategy number 2 is the market penetration. Reinforce current businesses and brands to deliver quality and value for money products that generate attractive returns through responsible sourcing and operational excellence. Promotion capitalize on healthier lifestyle and intuitive and appealing and campaigns employ celebrity endorsers to create must-have and aspirational brands. And all marketing staff must report directly to the brand manager in order to make the marketing program a success throughout the year by aggressive marketing to create must-have and aspirational brands. And all marketing staff must report directly to the brand manager in order to make the marketing program a success throughout the year by aggressive market penetration strategy that will result in increasing market share from other industry players.
My name is Maria Alexandra Paul P. Bernardo. Now let's proceed to Chapter 12, Financial Projection. The Bear Brand Company income statement for the year ended December 31, 2020. Net sales is $37,154. Income before income taxes is $5,708. Income taxes is $1,928 and net income taxes is $3,780. Now let's proceed to Chapter 13, Tables and Table Analysis. This chapter presents the results and analysis of the usage, attitude, and image survey conducted by the researchers. Here's the usage, attitude, and image survey result. First, age of the respondents. The outcome shows that those aged 15 up to 50s above are respondents of the study. The majority of the data result is male respondents. These respondents are all from different barangays of Bay Laguna. Next is the gender of the respondents. The majority of the resulting female is the highest range of frequency with 53%. Male respondents also present as user of Bear Brand with 47%. Area of respondents. The top frequency result of the data respondents are 7% from Calo, Maitim, Masaya, Pasiano Rizal, Puypuy, San Antonio, San Isidro, Santa Cruz, Tagumpay, and Trangka, Bay Laguna. Relatives, family, or close friends that works for Bear Brand Corporation. The table shows the percentage of the respondents' answer on whether they have a relative, family, or close friends that works for Bear Brand Corporation. 16% of the respondents said yes, and the remaining 84% said no. Relatives respondents are close friends that works for advertising agency. The table shows that the percentage of the respondent answer on whether they have a relative, family, or close friend that works for advertising agency. 40% of the respondents said yes, and the remaining 86% said no. Next is the marketing research agency. The table shows the percentage of the respondent answers on whether they have a relative, family, or close friend that works for marketing research agency. 17% of the respondents said yes, and the remaining 83% said no. Next is the relatives, family, or close friends that works for media like TV, newspaper, and radio. The table shows the percentage of the respondents answer on whether they have a relative, family, or close friends that works for media like TV, newspapers, and radio. 22% of the respondents said yes, and the remaining 78% said no. Usership level. All of the respondents are drinking Bear Brand milk with a level of 100%. Reason they don't drink milk? All of the respondents said that they all drink Bear Brand milk, that's why their answer are none of the above, or NA, which is equivalent to 100%. Brand that come first to the mind of the respondents. The majority of the results, 71% of the respondents chose Bear Brand, 14% chose Birch Tree, 12% for Alaska, and 1% for the other brand. Brand awareness. Family/relative is the primary source of awareness according to the respondents with a score of 36%, followed by advertisement with 27%. Next is social media with 18%, then followed by neighbor 9%, friends 8%, and lastly, co-workers with 2%. Next is known brand. The majority of the result is 23% of the respondents chose Bear Brand, 22% are Birch Tree, 12% chose Alaska, Lactum and Bonakid, 7% chose Anlin, and only 1% chose other brands. Next is unaided and aided. The top 3 brands with top-of-mind awareness are Bear Brand, scores 32%, followed by Alaska, 24%, and Birch Tree with 18%. Often used brands. Of all the available brands in the industry, Bear Brand is used most often with 62%, followed by Birch Tree 18%, Alaska 15%, Lactum 3%, Anlin, and Nido with 1%. Next is the brand loyalty. The brand loyalty within more than 5 years score 42%, 4 to 5 years scores 23%, 1 to 2 years scores 20%, 2 to 3 years scores 13%, less than 6 months to 1 year scores 2%. Next is brand influencer. 52% of the respondents answered myself as their most influential factor, followed by the family with 38%, friends with 7%, and last but not the least, advertisement with 3%. Decides on what milk to buy. 70% of the respondents answered myself, which usually decide what milk to buy, followed by family with 24%, and last but not least, friends with 6%. Frequency of purchase. 43% of the respondents said that they every day. Next, once a week, 32%, while the remaining 25% said that they buy monthly. Purchaser. 59% of the respondents said that they buy it by themselves. 40% family, and the remaining 1% said friends. Place of purchase. 44% stated that they usually buy from the Sari-Sari store. 31% said that they in the supermarket, and the remaining 25% is from the convenience store. Attractive packaging. 77% answered 5, 19% answered 4, and the remaining 4% answered 3. Quality product, the results stated that 85% answered 5, 4 got 13%, while the remaining 2% for 3. Easy to open. The results stated that 83% answered 5, 4 got 14%, 3 got 2%, while the remaining 1% for 2. Taste satisfactory. The results stated that 86% answered 5, 4 got 13%, while the remaining 1% for 3. Affordability. The results stated that 83% answered 5, 4 got 16%, while the remaining 1% for 3. Availability. The results stated that 82% answered 5, 4 got 14%, 3 got 3%, while the remaining 1% for 2. Brand names reputation. The results stated that 85% answered 5, 4 got 12%, while the remaining 3% for 3. Informative advertisement. The results stated that 79% answered 5, 4 got 17%, while the remaining 4% for 3. Value for money. The results stated that 80% answered 5, 4 got 18%, while the remaining 2% for 3. Monthly income. The top 3 household monthly income is 10,000, 1 peso to 20,000 with 34%. Both 20,000, 1 peso to 30,000 and 10,000 below got 22%. Chapter 14, Summary of Findings. This chapter summarizing the finding based from the usage, attitude, and image conducted by the researchers. 100% of the respondents said yes for drinking Bear Brand milk. According to the respondents, palm milk is the primary source of awareness with a score of 36%, followed by advertisement with 27%, with social media 18%, next is neighbors with 9%, next is friends with 8%, and lastly is coworkers with 2%. The top 3 brands with the top of mind awareness are Bear Brand, scores 32%, followed by Alaska 24%, and Birch Tree with 18%. Of all the available brands in the industry, Bear Brand is used most often with 62%, followed by Birch Tree 18%, Alaska 15%, Lactum 3%, Anlin and Nido with 1%. The brand loyal within more than 5 years scores 42%, 4 to 5 years scores 23%, 1 to 2 years scores 20%, 2 to 3 years scores 13%, less than 6 months to 1 year scores 2%. The strongest influences in people brand preference are the following. Self-scored 52%, family scores 38%, friends scores 7%, and lastly advertisement with 3%. The decision as to what brand they purchase comes from myself within 70%, followed by family with 24% and friends with 6%. Most of the respondents are drinking Bear Brand milk every day with 43%, and once a week scored 32%, and the remaining 25% said that they monthly. 56% of the respondents bought Bear Brand on their own since that they are the one who is going to drink it, followed by family with 40% and 1% in friends. 46% stated that they usually buy from the Sarsar store, 31% said that they in the supermarket, and the remaining 25% is from the convenience store.